Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 4 of Brewing Up A Storm.
I'm Ireland's first professionally paid professional gamer. As online, everyone was cheating. See now just doing it. It's like, go
This week we have another special guest who I've known for years when he used to run about the Down Royal and fight with bouncers with my cousin. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, my name's Ryan McCoy or Ryan Duffy / Duffer. Used to be OK Games. Just okay.
And you would be, probably to be fair, in terms of Northern Ireland, because we're always so far behind, you were probably one of the original.
I'm Ireland's first professionally paid professional gamer.
Yeah.
Especially in Call of Duty.
A pioneer.
Yeah. I'm not sure about other games now, but I think whenever I signed my contract that I was the actual first salary or semi-pro gamer, whatever you want to call it. So you were going back a while.
What was the first game that you really got stuck into then?
Command Conquer. Or Age of Empires. On the was it PC or PlayStation? I can't remember. I think it was PlayStation. It was Command Conquer on the PlayStation, and then I got.
I'm too young. I'm too young for that. No,
Command and Conquer was class.
not as play.
I remember getting a mammoth tank for the first time and was like, this is class. And I just went and took over people's bases. I think I do remember Age of Empires, but I remember getting Command and Conquer, and actually then I got one of the games, and I knew nothing about PCs back then.
I still don't. Just good at the games.
And I stuck the game in. I think it might have been Red Alert. And I could not for like got maybe 30 seconds and it cut off. And I remember taking my Uncle Jimmy and he was like, "You don't have enough RAM." And I was like, "Oh, frick." And my mum and dad wouldn't have been into any of that. You know, they weren't going and buying me, new RAM or whatever. And it was an absolute melt because Command and Conquer was one of my first real. I would have sat down. I was obsessed with it. So I was absolutely obsessed with it.
Even before that, there probably you go back to GoldenEye or Sonic, but then I think proper fuck you're buzzing play this game was Command and Conquer. And I remember no controllers that mum put the change in for me to get more money so you could build your power plants and your units.
GoldenEye was class.
Yeah.
Like I remember being like a party at my cousins, and I have a huge big family. I have 26 cousins, and we used to go for like New Year's Eve parties to one person's house. And I remember going to my auntie uncle's in Lurgan, and they'd done a game where it was like, if you win, you stayed on. And I'm fairly sure I was on it the whole night. Because my cousins wouldn't really have been gamers, but GoldenEye was amazing back then. I still go back and watch some of the old videos of it. It's class, speed runs and all.
Did you see Street Fighter's coming out? Streets Rage, that was called. Now it brings back fucking a lot of gaming memories.
Street Fighter, was it Street Fighter or maybe Tekken? My mum and dad used to have to take controllers off me because they used to make me that angry. Because it was a button bashing game. And I remember Tekken, I used to be properly.
It worked though when you bust all the buttons, just smash.
No, but that's why, because I would have been playing against someone who would have been probably smashing the button quicker than me. And I remember I used to go absolutely ballistic. I would have been probably primary school age maybe.
8, 9, 10.
And
Yeah.
they had to take stuff off me. So they did.
So I'll get into this conversation when you start talking about things that happened after I was born.
Well, we'll go into that. What was your first proper Call of Duty game?
Call of Duty 1.
Yeah.
So we went to was a land centre called Game the World.
Yeah.
And we started playing, I don't know why, just Call of Duty. Started playing Call of Duty, and fuck, it was hard. It was like 1.6 CS, but you could zoom in, so I prefer zooming in. And then obviously the land centre, they do competitions, and we'll play against each other. You would have COD, CS, Quake, Dawn of War was out as well back then. And then what else was there? Steam, Half-Life, loads of games, but COD was, I don't know, everyone was like playing COD. So I was the first main one we played, Call of Duty 1.
And was there much of a community in the scene then at that point?
So I wouldn't know because it's only starting off, but I still remember watching like frag movies. So we would have been playing in the computer centre, and you had these guys, what were they called? They were called Who, and I think they were Swedish. So Swedish were always the fucking best. It's always the Swedes for some reason. And they were called like Kicker, EXT, Phonics, something else. And I said watching these videos going, I want to be a pro gamer. So travelling around, but obviously Call 1, there was a massive skill gap. It was really hard, plus the old graphics and loads of glitches too. So then after that, Call 2 came out, but we had like a Call 1 competition against all the Game of the Worlds. There was Game of the World Korean, Game of the World Bangor, and then there was Game of the World Lisbon. There wasn't a Belfast one yet, and we were the fucking worst. Not the worst, they had a lot more practice than us. So when Call 2 came out, we were like, right, But it was a lot easier, like a lot easier, and we were really, really good. So we thought, right, if we're a lot better here, then these other guys must be amazing. But they can get a hang of it. So then we turned in like the best team, and we won the first ever like game of the world Call of Duty LAN, like £1,000. It was me, a guy called Jaffa, a guy called Ricochet, Dev, Chris Yeager was his ET, and there was another fella, Chris Scott. They're all our team. Six of us.
Chris Scott would have played World at War, Game of
Yes,
the World, or
yes.
WoW.
Yep.
In Game of the World, he was a main. He was the same age as me.
Yeah.
Is that
That's right. Was that would have been 6v6 back then?
No, we just had a spare player. He
Right,
had
okay.
subs, he did. So that was it.
your man?
Jaffa.
No, the bulletproof Irishman. Ricochet. No.
I don't know. Ricochet, I don't know. He's
Sorry.
called Kieran Hardy, so he is.
Sorry.
Yeah. So we got to the final, and it was like the team was doing shit, and we weren't getting hammered. It was close. So I says, right, I'll take the fucking shotgun. Shotgun was like, you're the bitch of the team. Shotgun and bomb. And I called the most random map was map Mata. But I knew, I just had a funny feeling, so I called it and took a shotgun. And it was like you had a smoke back in, and you threw the smoke over, and then Kieran went to storm, like the middle of a stand. And I mean, like, you would have thought he was wall hacking. Spinning round, headshotting, and plant the bomb. And literally, we won by like 1 round in the end against the team in Coleraine. And that was us. Then it was, we thought it was like best of 3 maps, but it was first with like 20, or best of 30. So there's only 2 maps, or was it best 27? Best 27. So we won on rounds. So they had got the last map against us, probably would have hammered us. But because it was rounds, we fucking fluked them. And their nickname was called Fluke. So they got done dirty, I think.
Where was the one in Lisburn? The Game of the World?
Graham Garden. Do you ever see?
Do you know where the Hartford is?
Yes.
Hartford Bar was to the left or right?
No, that was the new one. No. So Graham, no,
Was there 2 Game of the Worlds?
Yeah. So it was. do you
Where Sweeney's is?
No, you're thinking
Sweeney's
about
is
the
on
one
up a bit,
side.
is it?
Or is that the other side of the
No,
Hartford?
so it started in Game of the World, right? So it was in the Graham Gardens. You know the big car park? You ever see
Yes.
Crama? No Crama.
Yes.
So it's now a food bank. It has a sign that says Tone and 10. So it was the very first game in the world.
Right.
Then it went to Longstone. And then it went to like the pet shop over beside the bar. So it was 3 of them
Aye.
as well, the
Right, okay.
franchise, you see. So we were in the main one. That was the best one, so it was.
Why the hell do we not have shit like that anymore?
Because
What we sort of do, it's your game belong arenas, but
Yeah, but
you know,
that
back then it used to be like they used to be open pretty late and all, didn't they?
Oh, here we had lock-ins.
Yeah, like
Ah.
like I remember boys like my mate
Steaming.
Chris Scott at the time would have been like, yeah, I didn't go home and stuff and all. You know, they
That-
would have been
that
there to.
that sounds
whatever
like
time.
bliss.
Uh,
Sounds
we
unreal.
would have got a coach at the Belmont. We would have come back again the word. And obviously, we weren't allowed in, but some of the staff would let us in.
Yeah.
Then, as you say, then you get into COD 2. Was there started to be a bit more of a community and more of a competitive scene then?
You know what? I don't even know. There always was a call community. There was a massive Call of Duty community because there was guys from Belgium, a team called TAC9, and then they were like, they're actually, he's got called Davy Sismans. He actually runs the Belgium esports team for the Olympics.
Right.
Esports in Belgium is huge. So I knew him and a few other guys, and they were going to WSVG in America. So big, massive gaming events, really, really kicking off. You had Dutch guys, Germans, multinationals, all over the show. It was a big community, but then whenever COD 4 came, it really fucking boomed. Like, I mean, the praise went up through the roof. Big sponsors came to it, and it just went across. Like, literally, it was, like I say, one trial for CGS for Call of Duty, but they decided not to pick it up. They picked up a racing game instead. What do you call it?
Gran Turismo, no.
No, like matchmaking. Some sure racing game. But sort
I
of,
mean, that would have been what, 2008?
yeah.
Something like that, wouldn't
It was CS was there, so they took on Source,
like that.
CS Source,
Yeah,
and then there was it was some game, and it was fucking stupid.
2008.
But they wanted something different
Wouldn't it be
because
like Colin McRae Rally or
no,
anything?
it was like a wee racing thing right round. You would know what to see, but they wanted something different from CS. So CS was obviously a massive pull.
It's not like a NASCAR, was it? Like something similar to NASCAR?
Something really stupid. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah,
But they wanted something really different from CS. So CS Call of Duty sort of similar.
yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously CS is massive.
Yeah.
So they decided to take CS something else. So we sort of missed out.
We've talked about this already. Insomnia iSeries. I've heard a couple of stories from you. Like, how many iSeries did you go to?
Maybe 5 or 7. Probably 7. Yeah.
And what would have been your favourite one?
The first one, when I had no team, when I was a header, running about, fucking naked and drunk, and I spiked the fella Mark. I pissed in his drink, literally peed in his bottle of water, and mixed up a faggot. Next thing he was in the final, he goes, Duffer juice. And he's sitting drinking my piss. But it worked.
Do you remember what number of I-Series that was?
I-33.
I-33.
Yeah, I-33. That was my first one.
And my first one was I-60.
I'm saying it really like they wouldn't have done it from I-Series 1, would they?
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Because you would have been
if
pretty
you're-
early on. 33 sounds.
If you're talking
way.
if you're talking I-33 was what,
Was that like 2
2008?
years, 3 years? They had like a
No, I know.
summer, autumn, and
So they
winter.
would have
didn't
had to do stuff through like I know gaming was like people played through the 90s. No, you know what I mean? Would have went into stuff, but there's no way there was an I-Series at that. You know what I mean?
pre
If you were 30,
2005ish.
33, and you probably would have been one of the originals, I would think.
they? No, I don't know, because there was a few before us. Like, see, when I got there, it was
Packed.
mad. I mean,
Yeah.
huge. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Was it at the NEC in Birmingham?
No,
still?
no, it was somewhere.
Right.
I can't remember. It wasn't the NEC. It was somewhere, maybe London, I think.
See, the NEC was handy because you
Very
flew into
handy.
Birmingham, and then the NEC and the airport are linked together.
Yeah.
So you literally flew in, threw your stuff into the hotel, and then you just went back to the NEC, and it was just absolutely humongous.
I got PTSD. Whenever I was coming back from that event in Staffordshire Uni that you're going to this weekend, I was coming back from it and flew out of Birmingham back to here, and I walked through that hall that connects the airport to the NEC, and I was like, oh fuck, I was here like 8 years ago and got double rounded. I was like,
Didn't
just
win a
a-
game.
just
Is that when
such
you
a
went- Did you go fuzzy at that point?
no. It was just such a weird like.
So where did it used to be then when you were?
So I don't know, but it cost me £110 a taxi. Because I remember getting reimbursed by my manager. I was like, mate, what the? And that's how long it took to get. So I have no idea where we were. I'd probably find out, but I can't remember. But the NEC, my last time in the NEC was the British Finals bodybuilding. So completely different routes in life.
yeah. And you said then you've been involved in, I think you said to me, some European competitions.
Oh yeah.
What were they
Mate,
like?
I won gold in Italy. And they never gave me any. Supposed to sign this thing. So we went to a gamer stand in Rome, where it was called. We're in France, we're in Spain, we're in Denmark, Amsterdam, Norway, Eastern Europe somewhere. Where else? We're in Croatia. We're in some real dodgy country in Eastern Europe. Prague, but it was like a break-off state, and it was fucking dodgy. I mean, like my teammate Tom, who's Jewish, which isn't a hot topic right now. He had like a Star David on him. We're in a nightclub, and the guy gripped it, and for some reason he came to get me. And we went back in the dance room. This is a room with a dance floor, right? And I was dancing, so saw a mirror surrounded, and the mirror opened up, and there was literally guns on the table, men smoking, playing poker around the whole dance floor. And I was like, Tom, this is not a safe place.
Like that's something out of a James Bond movie.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
I was like, what the and we had a car now rented, and I was with all these fucking headers. I was mad as well. But like, we were training about like 4 or 5 in the morning, like -10 degrees, fucking off our head. I had a gaming event at like 8:30, and we were sponsored by MIM, Meet Your Makers, which was back then was like biggest in the world.
Yeah.
And they're going, why is an hour late for turning up? We're like, so yeah, it wasn't good. Like,
what made you stop then?
so we were like best in the world, then we were second best in the world, and we always kept getting third and fourth, and we kept fucking it up every time. So we completely changed it all. And I mean, like, we were known for being the headers. We'd just run in, see if someone killed us, we'd just keep going back and try and beat them. So instead of us being egos, we got really geeky, like really fucking sweaty is the right term in it. We turned into sweaty bastards. And we'd only play against certain teams on scrims. So say we had a good team, no, not playing them. We'll play like a lower tier one, and we'll play first 13 kicking on server. And as soon as we're done, all of our practicing got real serious. Done. And see the tactics we had, we were fucking, and I think I done to me, I was a proper geek.
And this was COD 4 at this point, right?
We were real like sweaty, and we were talking to the Americans as well, and the Americans were giving us advice on playing Crash, because they were the best at Crash. So we brought the alarm, mate, and we got to the final. I had 47 kills in the final, and we fucked it. And our team leader, Tim Denton, who's sort of half English, half German, he said, if we don't win, I'm quitting. And we should have won, and we fucked it, and then it sort of broke apart. But we kept on going. We're still getting third and fourth. We're doing well. Online, everyone was fucking cheating. Then we got to LAN, and they were shit. And we beat them, but still the top situations were
The parallels between then and now. It's wild.
The cheating on LAN now.
The cheating situation is insane.
Cheating online in just general.
It's the
to be
fucking
fair,
Germans. It's always
most
the
games.
Germans.
Oh no! It's changed to the French now.
Is it?
Oh,
They were bad too.
Fucking
Well,
wee.
Or the Turkish.
But every game has it now. The only one I wouldn't see it as much probably as League of Legends. People talk about having scripture, but like Counter Strike as well. If you go and play like a Premier match online Counter Strike, the top whatever have all been caught cheating and they don't care. Apex Legends has cheaters, Fortnite has cheaters, Call of Duty has cheaters. It's just, I remember, I can't remember how long ago this was, but someone had put, do you remember your man was a Boogie 2988?
Oh, why the big fat guy? Yeah.
He came out with a video years and years ago. It was like, online gaming, you will never solve online gaming.
No.
Pretty something along those lines of, you'll never be able to get rid of cheaters.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like, what's it like trying to play Call of Duty nowadays?
Every game of ranked you would play, even regular public matches. Like,
See, to be fair, I actually did like playing against cheaters, but I would always pick the maps we knew. So like we played like a map called Strike, and it was real like leading the corner, holding the angle, and I purposely like right 3 seconds, but then lean back and pre-fire, and I always got them. These Turkish fuckers. But it was good for us because we were literally playing against hackers online. We were getting 12-12, 13-11, and when we got the LAN, mate, we were so nerded in. We knew what was going to happen, and we beat the team 13-2 in LAN. Like, smashed them. But anyway, after what happened was when we sort of packed it in, our team leader left, we had another team all mixed up, and we just sort of lost that 5, and then everyone just sort of, why couldn't we fuck no more?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. It was sort of down as well, and the team we lost, like, our team was like, we're a bunch of friends, so it was like, we brought this big German guy called Miguel Soa, who was a massive Call 2 player. Crazy German guy, brilliant. He's a big businessman, and he came to our room with bottles of Sambuca before the match, and we were getting blocked. So it just turned into more of like a bit of crack and banter. And you had the younger guys who really wanted to come up and beat us, and we were just sort of like, oh, can we bar no more? So that's what happened, I think.
Then obviously, I want to talk to you about this because it's a big thing nowadays, certainly at a professional level. And obviously you're into all your fitness stuff. We're actually seeing esports people at the top level who are in really good shape.
Yeah.
So they are. Do you think that is something that, I'm not saying is it good, but do you think it's definitely a good option to have, as in terms of, you know, because realistically years ago, probably when you were growing up, people would have been, you know, overweight in their basement.
Like me,
blah, blah, blah.
I just sat all day, Subway, pizza, milk all day. I was a fat fucker. Literally on the 22 stone, nearly 23 stone. But it was good.
Well, you've gone through a similar journey.
I was 26 at one point.
Oh, yeah.
20.
See, the only good thing about being fat, I have big calves. See now, always see things. Like, how'd that happen? But I would say I actually got offered to do nutrition and coach a gaming team. One of my old teammates, again, the Tom, the Jewish fella, he does all the big content for, like, you're talking the CS guys. He says, Duff, do you want to come on and help these guys out? But you were travelling across there. I was like, no, mate, everyone were interested in playing the game.
Yeah.
And he also, there's like 2 of our guys, one of my old teammates called in Rio, Chris, he actually runs like LA Twitch. And in my like first ever, like the first commentator who made me famous, he's like, oh, Duffer, a guy called Stuart Tosspot. He's like one of the directors on Twitch. Like they're big time. Yeah. So they are. So he mentioned about the nutrition side of things and the training. But if obviously it improves your reactions and your brain power. Now, I don't know, because I know a lot of gamers who are out of shape and fat and they're fucking amazing. And a lot of gamers who are skinny, a lot of gamers who train. Just depends.
Yeah. Well, one of the best performance coaches in the world is actually from here.
Yeah.
He's from Bangor. So he's being flown to China and Berlin, and he's going here, there, and everywhere. So, like, he has a big philosophy on, you know, he tries to look at it now that it's not just about the physical, but it's the mental side of things too.
See on that side of it, I completely agree. Like, the difference between me playing, like, competing in COD when I was, you know, not really doing anything, fat and all, you just have no confidence in yourself at all, and it translates into the game in a weird way. Like, if you're about to take a fight and you're already like in a shit mindset, you probably think you're going to go into it and lose it.
See, I was just getting full of fucker.
Yeah.
I was just
some people are built like that, and some people
that's
really.
What Ryan would talk about a lot, and if you
on
listen to anything podcast and he's done, he talks about that. It's, I think he calls it flow state, or
Yeah.
when you're in that, like, you know, say for example, someone's going on a killing spree. How were you feeling? Like, what were you going through at that point? You know where you're saying you got like 47 kills in the final.
Yeah.
They'll try and work with you now, like, right, what, like, were you hyped up, were you angry, were you in, and try and bring those emotions into gaming, because, I mean, gaming is a viable career nowadays.
Yeah, all here, big time. Especially when you stream too.
Yeah, well, that's what we talk about a lot too, and something I've talked to you about, and we try and talk, if you can build up a personal brand now as a gamer, it's working for you, you know what I mean? And
yeah, see, on my Steam account, I still get random guys messaging me, oh my god, Duffer COD 4 best SMG ever. I swear, mate, it's mad.
And do you ever, like, miss it.
Do you know what? I was in the house with my partner, right, Rebecca, and she said cheaters. I'm going, am I just fucking shite there? What's wrong?
No.
But I don't miss the gaming. I miss the competitive side. So see, for me to go on and play a game, it's almost like see I was bodybuilding too. When I was bodybuilding, I had a purpose, a goal, and I was like, right, let's get fucking stuck in here. When I was gaming, I had a purpose, goal. I'm gonna be the best. See, now just doing it. It's like, go for
See, I'm the
emotions.
same. I think because of how competitive I am, I don't have time to play like League of Legends. League of Legends, you have to put
Yeah.
so much hours into it. So I get annoyed because, not annoyed, but I'm like, I don't have the time to do that anymore. So I'm a bit like you. Like, if I'm going to go at a game, I want to be able to spend 8 to 10 hours a day on it and get absolutely like that, the sort of the geekiness of it.
Yeah.
And I talk about that too. Like, and it's the same with sport. Like, whenever I was growing up playing rugby and I couldn't pass with my left hand, I would have done the real boring work of, right, I need to learn how to, and I would have been the same in gaming. I would have had my teammates who would have just jumped on and scrimmed, whereas I'd have been sitting
You
looking
on
at
the server.
angles and looking at smokes and looking at different different things, and that was me.
Geekness.
Yeah, and if I can't do that nowadays and then have the time, I mean, I just don't enjoy it. I'm the same. Like, I struggle to enjoy games now because I'm like, it has to be competitive for me.
Yeah. I use it now more just to switch off because I'm
Yeah.
working all the time and helping people. I literally, like, my mum says, son, do you play games, switch off? I'm going, yeah. Or like, if I'm getting fucking antsy to what she says, like, I'll go on and play like Age of Empires or Dawn of War or go on Call 2 and just try and distract myself, to turn my brain off.
Yeah.
So it is, but I miss the competitive side. We played a scrim the other night. First one I played in Donkeys was CSS, Counter-Strike 2. And like, I'm playing against guys, I used to literally let them play with me because I was Global Elite, which was a big rank back then, or on the, what do you call Face It, is it? And now these guys are fucking killing me and going, these guys are shit. Am I just really bad now?
Yeah.
But it was like, I went off a bit of crack and got bored. But obviously, when you don't play as much, your skill level drops. And I just went off a bit of crack, bit of fun. But it was actually so bad that I forgot what the bomb site was. I was like, where the fuck did they plant the bomb? So, noob. I was getting called a noob.
Well, certainly Counter-Strike is one of those games, I say, because of the moving in Call of Duty now, like, it is, like, we're seeing Call of Duty players retire at a younger age, but like Counter-Strike, there's 35-year-olds are still playing Counter-Strike, and I know we're sort of, well, you're older than that, but I'm 35. And
I'm 35, you fucker.
Are you? No, you're not.
Fucking
But like, it is, gaming's changed now, and I think just everything's changing. You look at Ronaldo now and Modric, well, they're 40 years of age and still playing competitive football. So I'm looking at the future of gaming to be like, I wonder, is there going to be people well into their 40s still playing?
See, to be fair, whenever I was playing, there was boys who were 35. The older boys were always better. I think they were always better because they were more patient.
I think I've been getting better as I get older.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the knowledge that you get from each game compounds on top of each other, and you just have all these.
But you lose the raw skill, don't you?
Yeah, but
bit.
you just have the fundamentals
But I
of
talked
like.
about that before. Have you ever watched the Michael Jordan documentary?
Yeah.
Where he talks about that when he was young and raw and just went at people, and then he started to learn the game and how to actually win the game. He got slower, but his mind got better because it was repetition. As you say, it's probably much the same now, where Call of Duty doesn't change. Well, Counter-Strike's the same. Counter-Strike doesn't change. You know what I mean? So
Really,
if you're able to go through the same routine and whatever, you tend to be.
You need both on the team. So in our team, we had me and a guy, he's called Dalvo Tom, and we were just two fucking rushing headers. Just foam, rush. I mean, I had Danny, was he said the best sniper of all time, or second, the guy called Stevie. And then we had a guy called Lighters, big black Jamaican fella, and he was like the cool, smooth guy. And we had it all mixed, all gelled in, so it did. So it was a bit of chaos, but a bit of the calmness. And I think when you're getting a good gaming team, so for example, say if I was coming back now, I'd be an older one, and I'd sort of like, right, relax, calm down. But you need young ones there to show them, because they go into do the mad stuff and they get the fluke. Then the older guys are a bit more calm, like they're clutch or something, or know a bit more geeky needs. You need a bit of both.
It's interesting how that literally completely translates to now. Like
the same. It's always the same.
All the pro
We've
teams.
talked about that.
All the pro teams are built like that. You know, you've got one or two veterans and two guys that have just come up and are just run and gun.
Yeah.
We're talking about that with regards to, hopefully getting into Black Ops 7. We've talked about having like two veterans and two young guns, and just like, I think the problem is with gaming, people try and almost turn them robotic. We want to keep the young gun. I would love to just have, like, if it was Josh and whoever, and just let them fly. Let the young guns go and do what they need to do. You boys play the game and then sort of coach them through it. I think that's, as you say, that's the best way to do it. If if you're getting that wee bit older, as long as you've got someone who we'll run into that bomb site and just clean people's heads.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What were the prize pools like back then?
I think some of the biggest ones I seen was probably €100,000. But I think the first place like 25, then I broke it down second, 15, third. The one we won in, was it GIC 5? I think it was 15,000, which wasn't a lot, but then back then it was a lot. So it was.
That's a lot now. You don't get European events with that amount of money in them.
Like I
in
remember there was
COD
like
now.
3 lands back to back, and one was 70,000, one was 50, one was 90. It was I Series, one in Belgium and one in Denmark. What's it called? This SEC land, SAC land. Denmark's a big gaming country.
Yeah.
They've
Well,
got
all
some-
those Nordics would be.
Yeah.
See all them. And see in Iceland, it's actually subsidised by the government over
Yeah.
there. So I spoke to Iceland. There was a coaching academy in Iceland. So they're big into their basketball. And instead of being like, right, we want to maybe spend 1.5 million on a new basketball court, they've actually designed esports arenas off of the basketball, and parents and government are actually paying to, similar to what you would with like a sport and all.
Yeah.
People are paying
Yeah.
into it, and then they'll get their basketball and then their esports to go with. They have it to an absolute
To a
T
T.
over there.
Did,
What- where
did
else?
DreamHack originate out of the Nordics?
DreamHack Swedish, isn't it?
Yeah.
DreamHack would have been, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So that was a big one. That's a big one. That's one of
Yeah.
the biggest ones.
Yeah, because the prize pool has been strange over the years, where it seems to have gone up, down, up, and back to down.
Yeah.
Because Dota 2, and I actually read something on LinkedIn the other day. Dota 2 rose and rose, and it was all community funded. Got to 40 million. Like 40 million is nuts. 40
The
million.
Chinese do the biggest pools,
Hmm.
but they love like Dota 1 was. I know Warcraft was a Warcraft. There's a guy called Grubby.
StarCraft.
No, there was so there's StarCraft. There's another one too called Warcraft,
Yeah,
and it was just like orcs, elves, humans, like an RTS game, and it
Yeah.
was huge.
yeah.
What else did they?
Well, the Saudis would be big now.
Yeah.
So the Saudis are really like they've opened up a team called Team Falcons, and I think they signed one of the Counter-Strike players for 2 million. So they did. That's what gamers
Big
are
on
going for
footballers,
now.
like-
Like 2 million's nuts for a gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
You know, and some of the money these guys are on, I think I
they're
checked them up recently.
they're throwing money about in COD too now.
Yeah. Well, when we had our UK Counter-Strike final last November, and the Falcons Academy were in Sheffield with us training. They were in during their training. Like they were there they were meant to be in Texas, but it wasn't ready, so they flew them to Sheffield.
Milan,
And
yeah.
they were there
Yeah.
for like 5 weeks, just staying in Sheffield. They were all paid for and covered by.
I think it was the year maybe the year before, 2 years before, the whole Falcons Academy team. Actually, it wasn't their academy team because they didn't have a proper team yet. It was their challengers team, but it was the only team they had. They flew all 4 of them out from Saudi to Manchester, and they lived there for the year.
Yeah.
Apartments,
It's nuts, like
everything.
it's gone. You know, gaming's been a weird one here because it's like people don't know how to really make money from it, but it has to be built on a model of like, as I've talked to you about, like building it from the ground up, like having a structure. Like we've been speaking to schools and all, and we want to develop like proper coaching and try and structure it a bit where, you know,
Like a sport.
yeah, where they're actually getting fit with it too and doing all their stuff and making sure they're being looked after. But I want to talk a bit about your obviously into your fitness stuff. You know, because obviously you know you've gone through fitness journeys and whatnot. So, how's that journey been for you?
So from gaming,
From gaming then, going from gaming, as you say, you're 22 stone, whatever.
see the way you said you were 26.
Yeah.
So we had 2 gamers. I had the guy Michael Trigger, who's German, and this guy Michael Marber, and he was a fucking big boy. These
Yeah.
are 2 big boys, right? So I didn't think I was fat,
Aye.
right? So I get the photo of these 2. I was like, holy fuck, is that me? And I was obviously delusion. I was fat. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, I'm obese. And then after that, there obviously was coming to LNN. I was actually in Denmark. I was in the SEC land, SAC land, and like I went to the gym. I couldn't do 1 push-up,
Aye.
and my friend was like, "Try a pull-up."
Hey,
Like,
yeah.
and I'm not joking. I got stuck on a bench. One mate, he took a phone call, and it must have been like 30 kilogram. And I had to go like this and tip the bar that way and that way, and the gym was rammed. In my head, everyone was laughing, which they
Yeah.
probably weren't, or maybe they were, but I took that personally.
Yeah.
So it did, and like fast for like 3 or 4 years, I was benching 240 for 5 reps. But fitness, it was either I wanted
Kilo or
Oh
pounds?
yeah, no,
Fuck.
kilo, yeah. So obviously fitness was for me. When I came into bodybuilding, I was going for, I just lost my team. I went through a bad breakup. Then I tried to kill myself, drank drugs, and then I got knocked out in a fight from a friend. So I was like, fuck, I'm useless. What am I going to do? And I felt really, if you were trying to kill yourself, you just feel it's better I'm gone. I'm no use. See, I
Yeah.
think the final straws when my friend got in the fight and then I got knocked out and I couldn't help him. So I was devastated. But then obviously it was right, gaming's gone. The whole world was it just imploded. Everything's gone. Can't go to gaming no more. Can't do this, eating food. Can't go to the gym. Broke up my girlfriend, my friend, drugs, ball. Everything just went to shit. So what do? Went to the gym and listen to some angry music and just kill myself in the gym. And then slowly but surely built it up. And that was basically it. It was just a lot of mad anger.
Do you find that the two kind of go really well together, like the whole like nature of gaming, and like you're always chasing like a rank or a number or whatever, and then it translates straight into the gym that you're constantly chasing another rep, chasing the next 5 kilos on the bar? I think they go like that together.
See, I just think I was a different gamer. Do you know what I mean? Because I would consider myself in there, but not in there. Because I had the skills to be a pro gamer. I had the skills to be a pro bodybuilder as well.
Yeah.
I just had something wrong with me, and it was just something that I was like right now being a coach.
Yeah.
Like I see people doing like coaching, the PPTs, and I'm going, it's fucking shit. Like I would never do that there.
Yeah.
I've been gifted with. I can be good at games. I can be good at lifting weights. I can be good at standing on stage in a thong.
Yeah.
I can be good at helping people. So
Well,
it's
it
just,
helps. I think it helps because you're a people person.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you have to have that personality about you, and obviously you've got to be, certainly within your sort of coaching sessions, you've got to be a certain type of person to join your coaching sessions, like, don't you? Give us a rundown of what sort of happens.
Do you know what I'm going to tell you? Like we have two, like literally, like complete beginners. And see now, like, I'll give you an example. Big Tommy Mack was in our room. I think Tro McCann was there too, but he was resting. He's had a fight. Like Tommy walked out and he goes to me, was like, mate, I thought your gym was all average Joes. He's like, you've created all these fucking savages in there.
Yeah.
And he's going out for a fight. The biggest compliment our guys got, my mate Ali McLean, who is a hard man, a pro fighter, he's one of the best in the world. He come to Warrior Pub with us and left and came back, and he went, and Ali wouldn't give you a compliment, like, he's very, nah shit, nah fucking pathetic. He's really very tough. He's like, some difference there in them. It's really good, so it is. So like even my guys hear that, because you're talking, we've got a guy called Dave who's 40 odd, who's a gamer. He's lost like 4 or 5 stone. Ringo, who's also a gamer. Yaffa. Like, Ringo, and you would never in a million years look.
Yeah.
Like I always love the thing as well is like you look at someone and surprise you.
Yeah.
You'd walk into my gym, you look half my guys, like 90% of them, and you would never imagine what they could do.
Yeah.
And that's just me hammering them.
Sleeper
You'd walk
builds.
in as well, and there'd be another 10% would scare the fuck out of you. But it's just, I just treat them like me. See them in the gaming, bring them in, show them what to do, the weights, same thing, and then just hammer them.
And you've got, did I say you've got your old, is it old principal or one of your old teachers?
Oh no, that's a joke.
Oh, is it?
But she is a school principal, Gillian. So she is.
I thought to myself, there's no way, because some of the stuff you were saying to her.
Oh, no, she is a school principal.
But even if it was yours, or one of your old ones or something, I was thinking.
I'll give you a funny story. This guy, my old teacher in my school, he's called Mr. Gaddy, and it just happened that one of my teachers added me, and he's called Mr. Simpson, Marsh Simpson.
That was Fort Hill.
Yes, Fort Hill. So so this
I did a bit of rugby coaching in there with,
Yeah.
and Marshall Simpson was the PE teacher.
Yeah, so I seen write this post, happy birthday. And I was like, Gabby. So I wrote on the post, right? And there's maybe 30 or 40 comments, all teachers. I wrote in the post, I says, remember you from in the wall in third year, dickhead? Like to see a trap now. And like my last video on my page was me, my one was doing Muay Thai and the second was doing weights. And see after it, no one wrote a thing. There was nothing even, no one liked the comment, no one even laughed at it. But he's probably going, oh fuck. But I wrote that bad. I wasn't going to obviously do that, but I wrote that bad. Let's just say you threw me in the wall and I stirred your second year. Do you want to try it now? And he's probably going, man, I'm 70 now, you're not trying to kill me.
Yeah.
So you've obviously played, say back in the day at a top level.
Yeah.
What advice would you give on, say for example, so I've got like some my wee TJ coming through and look, they're nuts at video games. Like what would your advice be? Because if you wanted to play at a top level, if you're young up and coming gamer right now, someone who's been there and done it, what would you say to someone about it? Like what do you have to go through and what do you have to do?
So don't just spend loads of hours playing the game. The hours you're playing, make sure, like for example for me, whenever I was getting ready for LAN, I would have on and murked for other teams with their fake name, and I would have practiced with different guns. Then instead of out there, I would have practiced me doing like your geeky stuff, weak glitches, jumping, my movement, my smokes, my grenades. Outside that there, we played deathmatch and just focused on literally like a human impact, walking about zoomed in. So every time I was on playing, I wasn't just playing for the crack. I was on, right, working on this, working on that, working on that, boom, boom, boom. And then when the team was on, we had at the end, we had a really strict schedule. We'd come on, we played serious, we got to 13 and kicked them off. So it was just utilising your time and really making it productive, because people can spend hours and hours and hours making content, doing this, doing training. Do you ever hear the saying, there's like, you can train or you can train? Or for example, say if you're religious, you can pray or you can pray. Or there's days where like you're racing or something. Do you know what I mean? There's just different days for it. You'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
So there's always like, try and put your time, make it your best effort, instead of just doing it for the sake of doing it. Put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
What I try and speak to with regards to my teams is, don't just practice for the sake of practicing.
Yeah.
And I would have said to them, like, say for example, League of Legends, and speak to the jungler and be like, right, you're clearing of, so in the jungle you've camps to clear, and say for example our jungler maybe isn't clearing them quick enough. I'll be like, right, what I try and say to them is, right, I want you to focus on, your job then is to focus on getting them cleared as quick as you can. So have an individual goal, then have like a team goal.
Yeah.
So you do, and I think that's the problem with, well, you know yourself too now, players aren't committed enough over here.
Players
But
just
the
go
problem
through
is
the
there's not
motions.
enough going on. We're the only team
Yeah.
providing. You know, if you look at football within Northern Ireland and all the football teams you've got, we're
Loads.
technically the only football team in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
There's no one else. So it's hard getting people to commit properly, because they're like, what's the point? You know what I mean? They're getting to the stage where it's like, with no team to support us, like, you know, you back then would have had, you know, things covered and funded for you.
How did I get picked up? So I went to I Series. I just get picked up by being really good.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you're young competing, you need to put yourself in the big events. But see, if you're good, you'll get noticed no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Seeing you go as a big event, right, and say you've got a big team to play against, make sure they remember you. So saying, see down the lane when you've got a player switch or a player stitch up, they're going to be like, oh, remember him? And see, the more damage you can do, the more fucking annoying you are. They always want to pick you up, so they do.
Yeah.
Like raw talent or young, and that always stands out. Because I had a guy, a Battlefield 2 player called Rambone it was, and he was a pro, and it was me and him in the same team. And obviously, I wasn't really trying to get picked up; I was just being myself. But we played really, really good, and he got picked up for Dignitas, and I got picked up for Reason Gaming. So then we played against each other on the LAN. Yeah, and I fucking smoked him about this really bad, because I knew he was going to do. But he was like an old veteran player, where I was a young gun. But at the same time, I was getting smart, and that just rushing in. It was really, really crafty. So then after that, they kicked him in and tried to recruit me. Do you know what I mean? And other teams seen this year. And after the way, you made a name for yourself. And then after the way, you've got all different teams.
Yeah.
As well as that, if you're like, when you're playing, for us, all the top players all know each other. So we all would work with each other. So seeing you're playing, like all them guys to see, fuck, Duffers, your clutches and all, they would notice you. So that's how you get picked up.
Worst teammate?
Worst teammate? Oh, jeepers.
I've asked him this one too.
I can't remember half of them.
It's hard to remember bad
No, I know,
teammates. Like
I know.
it is.
Oh,
'Cause
here,
you
no.
can't-
It's not. I've got a few in my head here.
But the problem is you do tend to forget some of the badness, I think,
Yeah.
when with guys, you know, because I remember them doing some good stuff too.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can think of anyone that was like, and give us a reason why,
Oh,
you know.
I'm just sitting back, right? The Dutch guy, the German guy.
While you're thinking about that, I just want to say, see the way Ryan's saying about, like, if you want to get noticed as a young player, you need to go to events and you need to perform well against good teams. It's completely different now. Like, younger guys' mentalities, they don't want to get out of the bedroom. They just want to play online and
Sit behind their
not go,
computer
not go to LANs, not actually properly try. It's like if they think, if I was to properly try, I open myself up to failing.
Yeah.
And people just don't want to fail. They just want to keep getting the same placement online, and that's enough, you know.
Where's the best teammate? Tom Dallo Newman. Where's on the best?
You actually said that.
I
His
said-
was the exact same.
Yeah.
His was the worst and the best was Brandon.
I
Yeah.
give you an example. So we're playing against this team, and I'm like, I picked them up because I knew it was a game called Isuba. They were like a Czech team, and they were the geekiest, nerdiest fuckers out there, and they really pissed us off. And I felt bad because I was doing them dirty, because I knew it was their worst map, and we were good. It was a map called Backlap, and
Oh, I
Tom was like, follow me, right? And he has me following him, rushing the fucking A bomb site, boom, nade. Follow me, Duff. Trust me, boom, nade. Follow me, boom. He says, Duff, we've got it this time. We've got it. Follow me, boom, nade. And I look at him, dead within the first 10 seconds.
Backlot, the one with the wee market in the middle of it, like.
There's like a there's like a burnt out ACV or something, and like an L shaped. We were going like that way towards it, and then so the fucking fifth time, like, Tom, I'm not fucking following you. So then I knew they were throwing the edge of the house, so I threw a nail over, he got killed again 5th time, but I got 3 of them throwing grenades. So he always come up with stuff. We had this thing called the D&D combo. If you go on YouTube after, type in Raising Gaming D&D combo, you'll see me and Tom, and you'll get a laugh. Us just rushing like fucking maniacs.
And he's your best teammate as well, then?
Aye, because online he would have got 50 kills and Lanny would have got 2. He wasn't a cheater, but online he was the best clever, and in Lanny he was okay, but he fucking let us down a few times, the bastard, like, and he would get us killed. He was a fucking dickhead.
Oh, that's backlog. Yeah.
For Modern Warfare maps were class.
Yeah.
I used to love the Modern Warfare class. And then I think they brought like DLC type maps in at one point, didn't they? They brought some in. I loved all them. There was just something about that.
There was no DLC in Call 4.
But did they not bring maps in at some point? They added them on.
Yeah. There was patches.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I remember like the pipeline. You couldn't. You knew if you got a certain sniping position, you couldn't wait to go and be like, I'm going to snipe someone. You know, certain maps. And then there was the maps where it was like too big. It was like almost like a Russian map, and either side was too big, like apartment buildings.
Oh, you're right. I think Call 1 so it is, but that's a remake.
It's called
like Block or something, or Block or something.
Block. That's it.
I used to love it because there was different sniping angles.
See all those maps.
Class.
All their maps got kicked out. So see when we played Call of Duty, we had a thing called Pro Mod.
Yeah.
So like everything was stripped away.
Yeah.
The recoil was put up. The cooking it was like there was like a proper professional mod.
Yeah.
Different, like completely different what it is now.
Is this on the original COD or COD 4?
COD 4.
Yeah.
COD 4.
So what were you playing? Like Backlog, Crash,
Strike,
Crossfire,
City Streets.
City Street?
Yeah. Play called District Views.
District. That's what it was.
And there was probably another couple of ones. I can't remember the top of my head, but
all those maps
Vacant? Was Vacant getting played at that point?
It took out because if we had like we wall banged the whole map.
Aye.
And it was like
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pipeline, whatever.
No. Taking used to be onto it at the start, like, and then I think that all the pro teams followed them out. So it did.
Well, similar nowadays. What's it called? What's the word for it?
GAs and
GAs.
stuff. Gentlemen's agreements.
Yeah. The pros decide what's in and what isn't.
But then if you go to a LAN, they pick the maps for you.
Yeah.
Say round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. I'll give you a funny story. We had see the way the Americans are real cocky. So when they first scored, they were like it was always like an American final. And obviously they came back over and like just giving it shit, giving it stacks and stacks where they get on, like shouting, "Oh, let's play video games, boys!" Woo! These fucking Americans, right? So we knocked them out in the groups. So they had 3 weeks in Europe, knocked out in the groups.
Fuck.
We knocked them out twice in the groups.
How long an event is that? Oh, like
so we had there was 2 lands. One was in Belgium and one was in Enschede and Holland.
Right.
And
Okay.
they're like an north from each other. So it was AEF and Crossfire, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And we knocked them both out in the groups, so it wasn't good. Like, fuck. I know. So and that money they must have spent to come across here.
Oh, aye.
And they were coming over like the reigning defending champions. We
Yeah.
fucking hammered them.
Yeah.
So that even happened in like Modern Warfare 3 whenever Optics started coming to like EGL events over here and they got slapped about one time. It's like I don't think Americans realize how much traveling does to you whenever like they travel over here they get slapped. And then we go over there and
Call of Duty in Europe is totally gone now.
yeah.
Is it?
It's all American.
It's-
There's one team, Heretics.
Yeah, Heretics is a
Spanish.
full Spanish
But
roster.
there's no European scene at all.
Do you know what? I actually seen one of my old guys. What's he called? He's called Skins. He's an Italian fella. And there's a call for LAN happening.
Oh, I'd love
There's like a €10,000 or prize put on
What's it happening?
in Stuttgart, Germany.
What soon?
I don't hear it on my phone. Hang on.
The,
Stuttgart. It's happening in Stuttgart.
the Europeans are wild for like just putting on wee
Like
like
random
different
stuff
quirky
on?
Where is
like
he?
LAN events and stuff.
I think I found it here. I seen this today.
Yeah. Because
How
the,
did I find
the
this name
Italians
now?
love a local LAN. The Italians have a proper
Yeah.
like local
Well, I mean,
LAN
that's
scene.
what we
Ray, I'm not gonna. I don't know how to spell his name. He's got
We'd-
some Italian.
We'd
name.
love to do it here. We would love to have an old
You would
school.
get them. See if you done like a call on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just give yourself like 3 or 4 months.
COD 4. But it depends what you would do it on. Would you do it PC?
Call for his PC. See.
You'd have to.
There's no
Right.
you can put the controllers on
Well,
too.
you'd probably be using remastered now, like COD 4 remastered.
See as well, you think about it. Like Call 4 was the first one jumping from like the original Call 1 and Call 2. I think it was Call 3 on console.
Like the
Just,
montages that
Yeah.
come out for COD 4 was nuts.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Like some of the editing I saw people do was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
have you seen my frag movies?
Eh?
Frag movies?
Class. Some of the stuff's class. Phase stuff and all. Finish on one bit of life advice that has helped you. What something that has sort of changed things for you and got you in the position you're in.
Get a good girl. And there are not many to find out there. Very, very far between. So you get a good woman on your side, you can change your life. Nice saying that, you don't need one, but they're a benefit to have.
I agree. So that is going to be it for episode 4. I have been buzzing to get Ryan on because he is one of the originals, and I'm very, very thankful that you've come on and done this for us.
No
because say I
didn't even tell you much as well. There's fuckers loads more to tell you.
I know there probably is, but yeah, I just want to get a bit of insight on the sort of the journey you've been on and stuff. So thank you very much for
Thanks for
coming,
coming.
and we'll see you all in the next episode.
Thank you very much, boys. My legs.